Right, so what are the other specs of this knife? Well, okay, from here, from the hilt to the tip is 180 millimeters. So that's basically a 7-inch blade. Now, unlike FKMD's Parang model, this has actually got a point to it. Let's have a look. It can be more seen more obviously like this here. So there's a good point to it. So that means this is going to be good for gutting fish and penetration like that. And it's thin up here. Can you see that there? Let's have a closer look at that there, eh? You see that there? It's quite thin and it's good. Now the other thing I like about the Panabas is this gimping here, and here. Now this, some YouTubers have shown them grinding this off. I'm not quite sure why, and I'm going to show you a really cool little use for some of these ones up here like that, or even across here, other than striking a fire steel. Let's look at that now, okay? You can actually use this to scrape away at wood, dry wood, to make very, very, very fine tinder, because this is acute enough to do that. Shape of the blade makes it really easy to do this too. No problems, get a load of that. Easy peasy. Okay, pushing really hard, that's a bit acute there, so I'd probably like to have gloves on to really push hard into that. But if you want to use the choil in a dragging manner, however, you can get close enough, I feel, without it. Carves well, that's for sure. No problems, it starts. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to use this palm, this green palm bract here, to make a bit of a tabletop, if you like, to prepare some food on. I'll just show you how easy that is. Again, we're going to get our digging stick. I want to put that underneath there because I don't want to hit the knife into the ground, that's for sure. And you see that there? Right, okay, so we don't want this on there. So we're going to use the Panabas to, look at that. That's going to go right through that. So take that off in one cut. And we can open this up. Maybe I'll just cut this end off it here. No problems. Okay, so now we've got this nice surface to cut some food up on, and we can, if we do put some rocks on this, we can peg that out, and that will dry hard. And these are great for doing that kind of stuff. Let's get something to put on there to cut up. Hold on. Bit of fruit here. Can you see that? There. Right, I can even kneel on this too to keep out of the dirt. These things are flexible, they're clean. You see that there? Right, okay, let's cut up some of this. Look at that. Delicious. There you go. So you can serve your food on these things, sit on them on the ground, use them for making protection against the elements, rooftops, on shelters, all sorts of things. So that looks pretty good. Can't resist having a bit of a taste of this for a second. Oh, that's really good. Absolutely delicious. Ah, good stuff. Better keep some of that for my assistant. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to use this palm brack we got to put the mangoes in. Yeah. Some of these are eaten already by the animals. They won't ripen up, you could cook with them. Right, so what are the other specs of this knife? Well, okay, from here, from the hilt to the tip is 180 millimeters. So that's basically a 7-inch blade. Now, unlike FKMD's Parang model, this has actually got a point to it. Let's have a look. It can be seen more obviously like this here. So there's a good point to it. So that means this is going to be good for gutting fish and penetration like that. And it's thin up here. Can you see that there? Let's have a closer look at that there, eh? Now, Panabas, of course, it works just like a, traditional Panabas, except obviously the handle is much shorter, this modern version, and you can easily see it's great for preparing food, and that's what one of the functions of the Panabas was, to be able to cut up fish, vegetables, not just used as a weapon. This has got a lot of great characteristics for it, and we'll look at it in detail in a bit. No problems, it's deadly sharp. It's a bit of, almost like a meat cleaver, this knife. There you go, the Panabas FX-509. Okay, what I want to do is show you the carry system for the Panabas, and it's typical of like a parang style where one side is partially open here. Can you see that there? It's got a plastic insert in there. They've even gone to the trouble of putting some felt like material, it's not felt but synthetic material, over the back end of the press stud here so it doesn't scratch up the blade. Not that I'm too worried about it, but anyway, so the knife goes in like a regular sheath in there like that, and you've got a secure clasp, so you don't need this on here when that's like that. You can detach it with this here. You've got a Fastex buckle, can you see that there? And this can be strapped to a Molle pack. You've got a Molle loop here on the back here, a Molle strap here, so it's fully Molle compatible. You've got a couple of Molle loops here, and it's a padded, nice comfortable scabbard. It's padded there, so it can be easily carried. In fact, you can easily, you know, like this with the thing, you know, in a deep pocket. There's easy access. It's really convenient. And about putting it back on, like, you know, just clip it back in here and like this, and basically you've got the thing on your belt, and you can take it off like this too. That's it. So it's a really cool thing, and again, this is padded too. Seems very well made. You can tie it, you know, leg strap there if you want, or you could tie a bit of cord around that, carry it over your shoulder. It's really multiple carry this. And that's what I like about it. Very versatile, because you may need to carry it in different positions depending on the environment that you're traveling in. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so I'm going to do the summary now on this, the FX-509. The Panabas from FKMD, Fox Knives in Italy. What can I say about it? I think it's a great knife. It's got good balance. The design is really well thought out. And let's face it, okay, it's more than likely based on a long cultural history of these types of knives. So there's no reason why it shouldn't be any good and it shouldn't perform very well. The balance is really nice through the choil. Look, there's the fulcrum right there like that. So it's got a good balance on that there like that. It's well balanced. Yeah, it performed flawlessly in food preparation, as I've said many times, and I'll say it again. You know, it's no good. I don't like to take knives with me out into the bush out here like this that I can't basically use for food preparation. So I think this is good for food preparation. It's got a good point on this there like that, and in that profile you can see it's almost like a, if we follow that center line down there like that, it's almost a spear point in that direction from the symmetry here of a line down through there. 180 millimeters long from here to here, as I said earlier on. That's a 7-inch blade. Not too heavy, not too light, and certainly capable of some serious tasks. Okay, bush camping tools here. Thanks for watching. I'll put this away and get on with it.